Well, let's see if they can do it. Tiebreakers on the line here, gang. Final day of our group stage before we move into the play-in.
And we'll see how this guy does in the lanes. I mean, that's what Lizard was worried about. How are these lanes going to go? And I think that's really going to come down to individual performances, especially looking at the bottom lane, as we have a lot of heroes turning up for this one. It does look like the Pantheon should probably go to the way of OG, but the stun comes down onto the Shadow Demon. He's in some trouble. Zayat, he's going to go down for sure here. Gets frozen solid and taken down. And they'll even look across to get a bit of harassment onto Solo as well.
The Stormhammer and the Cold Feet spam is going to be real.
Wow. Yeah, that's something we haven't seen too much of, as they're immediately going aggressive again here. Looking at Zayat's a two-man stun along with the Cold Feet onto the Shadow Demon. Gonna come up again. He's dead for a second time.
And he has no TP.
Oh no, walk of shame for him.
Mid, coil, onto Samil.
Oh. Tiny in jump. Saxa's coming in as well. They've got that tag team. Is it going to be enough to bring down Samel? Looks like it will be. He's going to drop. And that's a nice rotation in from Saxa, utilizing the timing of Thompson's level 6 to get a kill onto the Tiny. He wants them right now, 6 minutes in, and he's going to try and take these stacks.
This is a little bit risky if Samel actually walks here. Yeah, Minno's just going to have to get away. He got the little ancients, but the big ancients are still up.
And now the banishment out onto No-Tail. Samel's on top of him. Has the Avatos combo of those. That's getting pretty low in the meanwhile. Samel will finish the job. No, we're limping away from that one.
That was the real plan. Yep. 4K gold lead for OG already. This is huge right now.
Oh, they're fighting Solo again at top. Oh no, Solo's been found in the trees. Oh god.
Bottom 2.
Warlock gets wrecked. Yeah, he's gonna drop.
Anyone just gonna take top tower. They're starting to open up the map on OG now. They're done killing heroes.
Yep, time to make some moves as we move into middle lane. No-Tail could be in some trouble. No one might get frozen solid here. Coming on forwards. There's a double TP coming across though as the Skirmishes drags one back, trying to save Ramses. Ramses is trying to get out of the snowball rain. Up, he's going to get down, but it's not enough as No-Tail's going to be able to finish the job and gets no one as well. Getting the double for the AA at mid. Wow, that feels good. That's a worthwhile death.
And you can see like this Warlock just didn't pay off at all, especially while it was being last picked. Look, Thompson's actually insane, just farming in the back lines here, even though mid tower's alive. No problem.
Samael, he's in trouble once again. In comes that Ice Blast. They will throw down the Golem, but it's too late to save Samael. He's going to go down. Meanwhile, Saxa trying to run himself away, but the slow is too big. Or is it? The skewer comes out from no one, and Saxa might actually escape. Never mind. Okay, there goes the ultimate from the Warlock. Meanwhile, there's Seb's Meteor Hammer coming on down to Solo. They're trying to save him, but they're not going to be able to. He's going to lose his life as well. Another hero dead, and another tower looks like it's going the same way as well as mid one arrives. Pops that Godstring and just starts destroying this tower.
But 8K goal lead on OG, this is crazy.
It's ridiculous.
I'm not sure if we've seen another game like this big of a lead, but I still feel like Error still have that, PA Magnus.
Possible as the Tiny gets jumped right now. Zayat's going to try and help him out with the disruption, but when he comes back down, he's going to have this big angry spell on his face, although out of God's strength, meaning he's not doing a ton of damage, but it's going to be enough to bring down Samael. Zayat's also going down to the rest of OG. Another two heroes going their way. 404, just kind of
coil, though.
Giving away a bit too much. There's the coil, there's the Ice Blast. Once again, going to miss. Doesn't make a difference as they'll bring down no one regardless, and they look forward onto the Warlock as well. They are just chain feeding at this point as OG just keep on getting more and more kills in the middle lane. Maybe they can bring down Saxa here as Ramses in the neighborhood, but mid one comes across. They throw down their Cold Feet and the RP, dragging them back under the tier 3 tower. Is that going to be enough to stop OG? They'll turn around onto Saxa. Saxa surely will fall here. Ramses gets a little bit low, but lands a crit, gets the kill, and they will at least kill the Saxa Tusk. But man, it's such a small consolation prize considering how much they just lost.
Because 10K gold lead, 14 minutes into the game. This is absolute insane lead they have right now.
Yeah, it's a lot for need to make a comeback of champions, but Dessa picked up on the PA, but meanwhile Samael getting jumped once again here. Thompson's on top, setting him up for the Ice Blast. Down he goes, reduced to rubble. Meanwhile, Solo on the run, but mid one's coming straight, and on top of him, the Warlock's going to fall as well. Denied to a neutral creep at the very least, but a small silver lining to a hideous series of events once again. At least the PA's farming. Uh-oh.
They don't have a coil, though.
No. Ramsey should get away, right? Meanwhile, No-Tail gets yet another kill down in the bottom lane with mid one. They are really wanting Ramses here. My goodness, Thompson's on the high ground. He's going up into the enemy base. Surely they're not getting this kill. Thompson keeps going. He's not giving up. He's under the tier 4s. Jesus Christ. Thompson, he's maybe bitten off more than he could chew here. He's in the enemy base right now. Orb going to come across. Is he going to jump off to it? No, he's not. Trying to bait him out. The skewer's going to drag him back in. Surely he's still looking for Ramses. The A+ is going to catch him. Oh my god, they get the kill anyway. Oh no, he was just a ward for the Ancient Apparition this whole time. Yeah, I'm not really looking at the net worth chart anymore. I'm just going to ignore the gold in this game. Might make things feel a little bit closer.
Snail, he has not been able to find a game either right now. He still wants to finish his Blink Dagger, but he's constantly getting ran at.
Yeah.
And he's pretty much the first line of defense for Error, so he has to be the one who's taking the hits.
Oh boy, and a hit he shall take once more as Saxa punches him up into the air, killing him off yet again. And now Roshan's going to go the way of OG as well. No contest from 404. They might know what's going on. They don't really care. There's nothing they can do about it.
Ramsey's keeping back already. He wants to start slowing some heroes down. Delaying this retreat from OG. Solo.
Oh, okay, that's Coil coming down onto 2 here. AA Blast going to come through as well. The disruption onto himself to stop him taking the damage, but Solo won't quite be so lucky. Buying back though has the Golem as they jump in on this one. No one. Look for the RP. Lands out onto both the Sven and the Puck. They're going to try and use that opportunity to go some extra kills. Ramses jumping onto Saxa, trying to take him down as Samel's already been dropped. Ramses desperately trying to find the kill. Will be able to get at least one as Saxa gets finished off by the dagger off Ramses, but meanwhile on the front lines, I mean, Seb and Midway just go into town as No-Tail grabs another kill. They take down Solo for the second time, and now they've gone to the high ground. Zayat's gonna have to disrupt himself to keep himself alive. Thompson, he's being silly once again as they kill off Zayat. So now under the tier 4s, they just call it. They just call it. They are done. There's nothing left in the tank for 404. They decide, you know what, guys, this lanes, they weren't great. Reset, rinse and we'll go again. We want a game 2, and that's what going to be what happens here. That was dirty.
Well, let's see. Can 404 survive long enough for the Spectre to come online, or are we in for a repeat of game number 1?
Theban, can you give us some good news? What do you think 404's draft has got going for it?
Ooh, Eric's got that high disables in this draft right now. They got the ET as well that they took away from Seb, which can pair well with the Lina. Then he got the Stomp, the Shadow Shaman Hexes. Oh, Solo. I think I'm gonna lose another first blood.
They do have the Nightmare. Ramsey's coming over. Gonna wake him up actually to try and get him under this tower, but it doesn't make a difference. They're gonna connect with the roll though. Turning around, gets the decay. That might be enough to keep him alive. Mid one comes under the tower and they will be able to kill off Solo, but Ramses might be able to get the return kill. Mid one's in some trouble. That dagger is on top of him. Ramses keeps on chasing. Under the tower he goes. Right click's coming through and Ramses will be able to bring him down. So it's gonna be a straight up trade here. Trading mid one for a Solo on the Undying, but you know, it is first blood.
With this Undying that started with Root to Speed. So you can't really get away from him either. No-Tail being one of the better heroes to fight up into
No one
Undying,
getting started on by Saxa and Seb here as Thompson goes down at mid, and it looks like no one might be dropping at bottom. Nope, just about gets himself away. What happened at mid? And will survive, but just have to stick in the range of the creeps to get the XP, but can't come in for a CS here, that's for sure.
If only Saxa was level 4 there. That level 2 rolling boulder would have been pretty nice. One. There it is.
Oh, they do get him. Yep, flying on through, getting the kill. But so far, Samael hasn't been too lucky with the runes. Previous one getting taken by Solo, and the next one, of course, not going his way either. Throw a dagger onto mid one here at top. A lot of damage actually being dealt from the Lina. She tries to bait out the Life Strike Ray. Drops the Laguna, trying to finish the drop. Does she have to range the the Soul Rip? It's not enough. Oh, they'll get it. They will get it. Mid one actually turned around to fill up his bottle on No-Tail. And I think that's what got him killed off there. Meanwhile, the Fire Buddies move into the enemy jungle and just start to take these stacks, and Ramses can do nothing about this. He's pinging out saying, guys, they're taking my farm, but Now the rest of the 4-4, they're busy because there's a fight going down at bottom. Zayas is going to get taken down by Thompson. They'll move across. They'll be able to take down the Tombstone as well. Meanwhile, No-Tail's got the Fiend's Grip out onto the Elder Titan. It's a full duration here. No one needs to get himself away, but the Fire Remnant's coming through from mid one. They're going to get on top of him, bring him down as well. They will get the return kill onto Saxa, but that is not a good trade for Just Era as they end up losing 2. He just kind of rocked into Thompson, gave him a Decade, gave him a Soul Rip, and then nearly got beheaded.
Yep. And one thing to mention as well. Oh, they actually have a catapult mid. They're going to use this catapult to actually try to apply some pressure, but they see Sumail. It's going to be very hard to push into Sumail.
They're still looking at it. In comes the Phoenix ultimate. They're going to try and bring him down. The Yules is out there trying to dodge the stun. Not going to quite happen as the Supernova lands onto 2. The Sunray is perfect. Down goes Solo and Sumail in quick succession. They'll move across towards Zayat as well. Tombstone gets dealt with. Everyone's being taken down, but they still want to try and make this fight happen. But Ramses jumps in. He's got no HP. Why are you in this fight, Ramses? He's going to get himself killed off immediately. I think he was escaping something down at bottom is all I can imagine as he gets killed off. Man, that was messy.
Okay.
That was so messy. Yeah,
just like that, 5k gold lead. They had only a 1k gold lead before this.
They're fighting so well. They're playing the map so well. Just Era, they need to come up with something smart real quick, because right now this game is slipping away from them. 1 minute at a time, and now Thompson jumping in onto these 2 supports. Down goes Zayas, completely eviscerated. They'll move across towards Solo as well. Solo trying to fight up into Thompson. He is trapped inside those walls. Does he care? Doesn't seem to. The Strength Morph coming through. He's running out of HP on the Morphling. Maybe it's enough, but it doesn't seem to be. Is it going to be able to instead take down Ramses? No one might fall. The Laguna Blade finishes off mid one at the very, very least, but everyone else might be able to get themselves away. Meanwhile, on the sidelines of the fight, Sumail actually gabs and Saxa with that Yules combination, as no one did end up dropping, and the rest of OG just want to get themselves away. Meanwhile, Roshan, he is having his life taken from his very hands. 404, they are not in the mindset to do anything about it, and they don't really have the capabilities to do anything about it. This Roshan will inevitably fall the way off OG. Another objective going into their hands as Just Era continue to pontificate about what to do next, and the answer is not a whole lot as Solo's in a bit of trouble, getting cooked up by that Sunray. Throws down his ulti, throws down the Tombstone as Ramses comes forward. He's got to be careful. They've got the Fiend's Grip out onto him. He needs to get down to the low ground. Thompson with the double damage, doing so much work. They'll kick him away and they'll bring him down with the flames and the Supernova. Laguna Blade will cut through Saxa, but Zayat's going to die in response as the mid one comes jumping on forwards. Looking for Solo, put to sleep for about a millisecond. He now turns around, keeps beating into this undying, and the Slight of Fist will finish the job. Mid one is not fearing anything right now. He doesn't even have the Aegis, but he's playing like he does as they take down 3 more heroes on the side of Just Era. Just Era from gaining anything in the game, and since then it's just been a slippery slope.
Yeah.
Ramses, what's he going for here? Is he going for the... Oh god, he's going for a Yashri. He doesn't even have it yet, 16 minutes into the game. Ooh. That is a very sad...
Thompson?
Though they might get Thompson here. This is his first life for sure. There he goes. Aegis is popped. Meanwhile, Zayat, he's in some trouble. Cax is going to connect with the roll and stuck in this little crevice. He's going to turn around with the shackles. Not going to do much, but they throw down the horn. Ramses wants to try and fight this one, but they've seen the real one. They throw a bit of damage down onto him. Meanwhile, Thompson, he's dead again. He just gets caught out. Meanwhile, bouncing around mid one with that Slight of Fist, but they're just going to turn around and deal with Saxa. Very calm, very collected from the side of Just Era as they take down that Morphling. They turn around, they deal with Saxa, and they get themselves a much-needed win in this game.
This is the exact build that Seb went for in game 1.
Copy paste.
Yeah. I thought maybe he would opt for like a Yules or something different, but he's still going for the Meteor Hammer. Here it is, mid one with the BKB.
Oh, in they go. They get the chains off, but the Hex is very, very quick out from the Shaman as they jump forward, though no one's still going to get brought down by Thompson regardless. Not much to be done about that one. They might have just found themselves an extra hero as they look on Sumail here. The roll from Thompson, very, very quick. As they move forward, Rock connects, waveform in. Sumail getting ulted up for half a second. It's enough to bring him down, though. Sumail gets killed off, 500 gold going to mid one, and now they're looking for more. I mean, what is this? Like, I asked this last time, but he's just everywhere. Thompson flying around the map like a freaking jet plane.
Next morph duration, he's gonna turn to Earth Spread again, and they just can't farm anywhere in this area anymore. Like, that's what's just gonna keep happening for... they're just gonna keep running back and forth. Ramses does have a Manta now. I think they're gonna want to look for a fight.
Lane, Zayas being jumped here. The Hex does come down onto the Ember. He hasn't popped that BKB. So still gonna be able to get a kill into Zayas. No, now pop the BKB. Getting through Solo as well. Both of these heroes gonna get dropped. Supernova not gonna get killed off. Oh no. And now they look forward. They're gonna have to use them up. Mid one is pretty low. Can they finish the job? Yes, they can. One goes down. Meanwhile, Seb gonna get stunned up. Laguna Blade cut through Saxa. They get another. Seb in some trouble. They didn't have their Morphling for this engagement, and OG are actually gonna be the ones who lose 3. The calls on no on the side of Just Era keep themselves alive, turn it around, and make a pretty big play in the middle lane. Yeah, it's kind of painful. It is kind of painful losing those heroes. It's going to take a bit of the momentum away from the OG side, but we're expecting them to get straight back at it the moment they're back up again. Spectre, though, now finishing the Manta, you know, she's got the ability to really do some damage in the fights now. And they jump forward onto mid one. He's going to get hexed up, shackles through as well, but the Nightmare's going to interrupt it from no tail. Allow him to get up that BKB and maybe look for the turnaround. Samael, very, very low. He needs a way out of this one. Zeus comes out onto him. There's nothing to save him. Samael's going to get left behind as the rest of Justera try to get themselves away. Mid one doesn't quite connect with those chains onto Solo, and they'll send the illusions back to try and deal with mid one. Chase him back with a bit of damage. Doesn't really care, though. No, Solo still very, very low. Adaptive Strike going to connect, and Saxa comes rolling on in to finish off the kill. Solo's going to die. 2 heroes down on the side of 4 and 4, and onto the high ground we go. Thompson, he is not done at all. He's looking for no one here as the Smeeta Hammer's going to come down. It's not going to save him, though. It's not going to do anything, as they will lose the Elder Titan as well. OG, they take 3 in the middle lane, getting revenge for the earlier series of events.
There it is.
Oh no, Ramses, really? Thompson, there's no chill with this guy as he goes on the high ground, kills off the Spectre under a tier 3 tower. The disrespect from Thompson here is just killing off everyone with the rest of OG. The whole team coming together, and I'll take a lovely warm bath in the ray of the Phoenix.
As soon as they're alive, they're just gonna run right back at you. 13k gold. They amassed almost 8,000 gold from just this one engagement. Like from the time that they clicked Haunt, and by the time it's back up again, 8,000 gold, and they're not done yet.
They are not done as they roll in once again. Zayat's going to be the target here. Sleeps pretty good. It puts 3 down. Thompson in the backlines just trying to deal with these heroes. I mean, 3 of them all gathered up together. Saxon will fall, but Zayat's going to go down immediately afterwards. It looks like Solo's in a bit of trouble as Thompson's going to finish the job. Now look across towards Samael. Meanwhile, well, Spectre trying to make something happen here. Can't finish off no one. Will be able to kill off Seb. Meanwhile, they're diving deep on Samael. They'll get that kill. In the backlines, though, Ramses is causing a bit of an issue as he's trying to run down No Tail, and the Sleep's going to help him do that as the dagger does connect. Is there a Sleep available? Yes, there is. Illusion's going to take it off. No Tail does get finished. Thompson's now in the neighborhood. Spectre trying to bring him down the blade mail, doing a decent amount of work, but Thompson with the strength morph will be okay. Roll across onto the Spec. Now with mid one, jumping in with the sleight of fist. No one trying to do something to help Ramses out here. They might actually be out of spells on the Morphling. But guess what? He's got another hero to turn into. He turns to the Ember Spirit, and together they will take him down. Ramses gets double sleight of fisted, and he is gone.
This is why almost all the other teams have banned Morphling first phase against OG.
Yeah.
It's just such a treat to watch this guy play this hero. Snakes tickling bottom tower while big bad Morphling about to start smashing your tier 3.
Yeah, they'll definitely have to respond to this one. Lina now with a BKB finished off, so she can stand her ground. Meanwhile, they've actually caught out Solo down here. No one does drop the hammer, but it looks like he will be dropped. Now the ultimate from No Tail on the sidelines, controlling up no one as they've lost Saxa. To be fair, they have killed Saxa, and the Tombstone is still alive, but the Supernova's going to come crashing down as mid one goes deep onto Samael, kills him off. Zayat's going to fall as well. Under their tier 4 towers, they are still not safe. Solo with the buyback, drops down the Tombstone, still getting killed off by, or maybe not, as Spectre trying to turn it around, but it has to kill off the enemy Tombstone first. They jump forward onto him. Thompson's on top of him. Spectre's going to die, and in the fountain, they're going to look for more as they run onto the Shaman inside his very base. This is just brutal at this point. They get the full 5-man team wipe. Everybody on the side of Justera is dead, and now OG can do what they came here to do, and that is take some goddamn buildings.
All they got was the Saxa. That's all they were able to get, and that's it. GG, well played.
That's it. What a
Speed
series.
run.
Speed run in this series.
Yeah.
Well, I don't know what to say, folks. I mean, that was a game in which we watched, in which we cast, in which these guys played. Beyond that, I mean, the rest is pretty evident.